Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. We're back with another episode of Planet Crafter, and we've just unlocked the technology to build these massive Tier 2 tree spreaders. And so I'm going to go back over here and we're going to tear down all the Tier 1 tree spreaders. And we're going to get some oxygen first, though, apparently. We've not been doing the best job of keeping track of all of that stuff in the last few episodes here. And our handy hydration improvements mean we can drink right out of the lake, which has been awesome. So we've got a few of these water-based tree spreaders around the coast here, but the nice thing about the Tier 2 tree spreaders is that they are land-based. So let's get those going because I think the bonus is going to be huge. And we just unlocked outdoor farms. That sounds epic. 175, I'm going to put that over there. 150. We need to find a few more of these. I built 5 of these. And I think I've only got one more tree spreader over here on the other side. So we're going to need to build some more tree seeds. We've unlocked a number of tree seeds while we were out exploring as well. So we need to take a look at that list and see what we got. But in the short term, it makes sense to just get the ones going that we've already unlocked. I have also unlocked off camera here just before this the ability to make silk, I believe. So we'll have to play around with that. It's this silk generator, but that requires silk worms, which is the same recipe as getting bees. So we've got a lot of that going on. Ooh, outdoor farms also require bees. So I need to keep that larva machine or whatever it's called working here and to keep cranking these things out because we need lots and lots of these larvae. Silkworms is uncommon larva, as is a bee larva. So let's keep that going. I've got a insect container over here, and we went ahead and put those golden butterflies over here at 1500 insect multiplier. So that's going like crazy now. And that's what's really causing our insects to go up so quickly here. You can see it really started to jump up once we put those over there from our last adventure. And these are the leftover materials from those 3 tree spreaders. Awesome. Now, let's see here. I've unlocked various trees. I don't have any of these Valnus plants or the Orma plants, so I think the best I can do right now is this 175 with the seed Tusca. So let me get a mutagen and some flowers going over here. Tree bark, mutagen, and the plant. Tree bark, mutagen, and the plant. Research. And over here, it's more mutagen. Thankfully, we've got some of that. Uncommon, mutagen, and was this fertilizer? There we go. All right. All of that stuff is now good to go. Let's clean out the inventory and figure out what comes next. And we've uncovered yet another type of butterfly. I don't think I really need it at the moment just because we've got those golden butterflies working for us. But at some point here, we'll likely need to build some more of those. We have switched over to making these high-quality food packets now because we've got a nice source of honey. I've got 3 little beehives going, so it's nice to be able to keep a food packet on us here that's going to always pretty much fill us all the way up. And I've still been growing these cocoa and wheat over here slowly but surely. We're almost there for the cake. Today I think is the last day of the event. I need 3 more of each to finish making out the chocolate and flour. We've got the honey stockpiled up here and we'll be able to build our 1-year anniversary birthday cake. And so I've been slowly grinding on that in the background. That's why so many things got built a little bit off camera here because I was just making sure I was keeping that stuff moving. Now, I really want to go build one of these outdoor farms just to see how it works. So I think what I'm going to do, now that we've got the honey that I need for the moment, is I'm going to come out here and we're going to deconstruct 2 of these beehives. just because I don't think I need all 3 of these running at the moment. They are giving me a good amount of plants and insects though, so I'm sort of kind of hesitant to tear them down, but I want to see what this outdoor garden's gonna be like, and that requires 2 bees, and it's less plants and insects, but it is gonna let me grow multiple vegetables. So I'm gonna get a water bottle and a tier 2 fertilizer. I've used all my tier 2 fertilizer on the tree spreader, so we're gonna have to hit pause on that for just a second, apparently, until we can get some more tier 2 fertilizer, and that's gonna require me to, unfortunately, grow some squash. Apparently, I disabled our squash growing. I'm gonna grab this methane and just bring some more in here to our chests for crafting purposes. And I'll get a squash plant growing over here. All right. Well, while we wait for that to finish, let's go ahead and get our seeds and larvae out here. Oh, we've got another bee larva there already. And we're gonna just go ahead and get another one of these going. We've got the stuff for it, mutagen and tree bark, and let's go get the next one of these tree things growing some trees. Looks like they're already popping trees up all over the place. Very nice. I think I've got one more empty tree spreader that we need to fill up here, so we're gonna keep going here until we get it, and we'll check right back in. All right, we have got our stuff for the outdoor farm, and wow, this thing is huge. I'm gonna try and put it right over here. Let me grab some more iron real quick and see if I can put down another platform. There we go. That'll make it a little bit easier here. And then if I slap this outdoor farm plot down, like right here maybe? Achievement unlocked, farming on Mars. Ooh, it's even got a little like a beehive deal. Very nice. All right, okay. Well, let's get some seeds, I suppose, and see what happens here. We're using these eggplants to make our fertilizers, so maybe if I toss those in there. Oh, it does just 1 seed overall, but it must probably going to grow several of them. Maybe it'll grow 4 at a time because of how big it is. I don't know. We're going to find out. That'll be cool, though. If that does work that way, that means that we can start prioritizing other things in the indoor food growers here. Be a little bit easier to manage. And I'm just really curious to see how this thing works out. Plants, and it increases plants and insects while it's growing. So 95 and 8. I don't think the food growers are doing anything other than growing the food for us, right? Yeah, they're just sucking down energy and not really doing anything. Awesome. I mean, obviously this thing is taking energy too, but it's improving the planet while it's doing it. Yeah, I can get behind this. All right. Well, that's a major improvement. And it looks like our last tree seed is ready here, and more bee larvae. All right. Awesome. Well, I guess I could make one more of these outdoor growers real quick. I think we've got all the stuff for that. They take up so much room, though. I guess, could I just put them on the ground, probably? I don't need to place them up on something. Oh, I need some water. Oh, yeah, we can just toss them down here. I'm going to do that, I think, real quick. We're going to put this right here. And then that's going. I think what we want to do is I need to really move these along. I need multiples of the wheat and the cocoa still. If these are ready, not quite ready. When those are ready, I think I'm going to toss them out there and see if I can get multiples real quick on all of those. Because this is growing quite a few of these, it looks like. Awesome. It's growing them slowly, but not that slowly. And we've gotten distracted. Let's go put the last of our tree seeds in one of these tree spreaders. I think it's... is it this one that doesn't have one yet? Nope, that one's good. It's this one. Boom. There we go. All right, we should be seeing a significant uptick now in our tree spreading capacity. We had a pulsar quartz meteor come down here, and looks like I missed one. It's always tricky to find all the little bits and pieces until the rocks dissipate, but if you don't do it fast enough, I think the materials will actually go away as well. So keeping my eye out on that, and keeping my eye out for these uncommon larvae on the ground occasionally. Got to keep the bee production going here. We're using these bees for just about everything. And all the crops look like they're ready to go. You know, I think I am going to just leave those in there. What we'll do is we'll move the beans out there, and I'll put a thing of beans out there rather than holding off on placing other things. I've got lots of seeds. Oh, we need squash seeds. That's right. We're making tier 2 fertilizers. We're going to need more squash. We'll put a thing of squash out here and see how it does. That'll make more sense. And that should have been our fertilizer getting created. Perfect. Let's come in here and slap all this stuff in. We should start making another one. And yeah, we're good here unless we find one of these. I gotta look and see if I can figure out where these Volnus plants are. I don't think I've come across any of those just yet, interestingly enough. And biomass is still ticking up visibly per tick, which is great, but we are slowing down here. Insects is in the tons, where plants is still moving up. Yeah, we've got to do something to keep these ticking up here. I'm probably going to slap back down a few of these beehives once I get more bee larvae, because the insect increase was pretty huge compared to the outdoor farm increase. And so I want to make sure we keep that insects number moving up. And the plants number is also pretty big there. So what's a butterfly display box? It looks like it's just a decorative item. Very nice. Ooh, we got our first silkworm. Very cool. Unfortunately, I need 3 of those to move forward. So we're going to go ahead and just drop this in my insect box for the time being. And let me go see, what are all these common ones being used for? Just butterflies. We do have the opportunity to use that rare larva to make a better butterfly. However, we've got so much better ones than that. I suppose this structure, though, is creating quite a bit of insects. 20 insects for the butterfly dome. And then I could get the butterflies in it as a multiplier. We probably could use another butterfly dome at some point here. They're just so big and require some pretty advanced resources. We got to keep this garden going to get the fertilizer tier 2 for all that. So let's go check in on this. Yep, we're doing great with growing a ton of these eggplants here. Awesome. All right, well, while I've been cleaning up the base a little bit, we have finally, it looks like, got our eggplants all grown here out in the garden, so I can go ahead and grab those out. That was nice. That was 5 eggplants out of that. And as you can see there, little sneak preview, I did finally get the last of our components, I think, to go make this cake. So that's our next stop. I'm going to try and run out here and see if we can finish off this 1-year anniversary special and get the birthday cake. And I'm looking at my food. It's really low. I think I've got one of those new Omega food packets in my inventory, though. So we'll eat some food here when we get out to the bunker. Here we are. Let's see if we can pull this off. I needed 1 more chocolate, 1 more flour, and then a birthday cake. Look at that thing. Awesome. And it is not eatable. I believe it's a display case item. So we're going to take that back to the base here with us, and we're going to put that out on display. As long as I'm here, can I deconstruct any of this stuff? Not really, no. The storage lockers, but I don't really see a point in doing that. All right, well, we have managed to get some birthday cake. I'm excited. I want to go put this out on the display case and see what it looks like. And I'm just looking here. Our display case is full. Maybe we should build another one. Super alloy, iron, and cobalt. We're gonna put this display case down right over here in this corner, I think. There we go. And boom, one certified birthday cake. Look at that. So exciting. All right, well, with that out of the way, we've gotten all kinds of stuff done here. We've made major progress on our plants and insects. The biomass is just ticking up here. I wonder what's going to unlock next here. The heaters. This is going to be nice when we can get up to this. Now, we're a ways away from that, though, so we've got to kind of keep things moving. I really think I'm going to need more butterfly domes to keep the insects ticking up here. And then what are we doing to get the plants? These outdoor farms are going to be good for plants. The beehives have been pretty good for plants. We just need more, I think, of everything. I did slap back down a second beehive, which is keeping these plants moving. I think really I just want to get an outdoor farm going, one for each of the major crop types that we've got. Because why not? Then we've always got a good selection of them, and I can reclaim all of this room from our growers inside. Growers are using up fertilizer outdoors. I need fertilizer tier 2s and lots of bee larvae. So while I wait for that, we might as well just toss down one more of these beehives just to keep it out of my inventory. I need another bioplastic nugget to do so. I have to say this auto crafter has been a lifesaver, and I really probably don't need to be putting my beehives way over here in the middle of my flower beds. I think I'm just doing this for, you know, the fun of it, to simulate that you'd want the bees over by the flowers. I don't think it really matters in any way, but it's fun, it's nice. And every time I see one of these uncommon larvae, we've been grabbing them on our way by to keep the machine over here going. We've got a second silkworm now, which is awesome. And I just need to keep making the fertilizers so that we can keep making the silk larva here. I want to get the silk machines up. I don't really think I need it, but we might as well, because it's a new machine, and the rule of Planet Crafter is to build one of everything when it comes in. I've got the eggplants, I've got the water. What am I missing for the fertilizer crafting? Sulfur or algae, one of the two. Let's double check what's going on here. We've got the sulfur, so it must be our algae that's run out. Perfect. Well, that doesn't happen very often. I'm pretty sure if I were to put that auto crafter closer, like out on the front step here or in the front of the machine, the front of the base, I mean, that it would detect the algae on these machines and auto harvest it, maybe? I'm not even sure. But we're gonna just grab it here. You can get so much algae so quick that it's not that big of a deal. I've got a third one of those over there. I just don't think I'll have the inventory space to bring it all back. Yeah, there we go. Now it'll start cranking out our fertilizers for us. And I'll go ahead and grab a last bit of this to keep our supplies up. I do a lot of this kind of stuff off camera in the episodes here typically, but you know, it's been a minute since we were out here playing around with our algae farm, so I thought I'd share. And the squash is all 100% grown here as well, which we need for the tier 2 fertilizers. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that because we are going to start doing tier 2 fertilizer right now. I think this thing is made up a couple of these, and we wanted to build at least one more of these growers, so I need one more tier 2 fertilizer. Let's get that cooking, which is algae, squash, and methane. I think we need the methane. I don't know that it's pulling it off of the porch there, so there it is. And we made a couple. We're gonna need to wait now. I should have just made one because now I don't have the tier 1 fertilizer to make the growing bed. All right, well, I have come to the conclusion I don't actually have enough of bee larvae to do what I was setting out to do, so I've got some more of that going. We're going to just stockpile the fertilizer stuff in here and continue about our merry way while a lot of these larvae and stuff continue to grow. The other thing that I've been kind of playing around with in the back of my mind is needing to expand the base slightly. And so I'm going to grab a couple materials here, and I have something I wanted to try out. I wanted to try and expand the base this way, and we're going to go vertical if I can. So let's put a living compartment in like so. And what I'm curious about is if I can actually put a dome on each side of one central thing here like this. So we might have to move some of these other things to do it, but we're gonna play around with that. And to do that, we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna get the tree bark out, and then we're going to deconstruct that biodome. And I'm gonna come over to the other side here. I'm gonna see if it's gonna let me put down a new tier 2 biodome. I might have to do this one from the outside. All right, let's see here. I want it to go right on the side of this thing. I might be running into these other things. Let me deconstruct real quick. Tier 4 drill. Ooh, that's a lot of materials. Yeah, I want it to go right there, but it's hitting something else. Okay, let me move some of this stuff around. Hang on, tier 4 drill. I don't need to hold it, I can just relocate it. Apparently the flower spreaders are no longer an option. Oh, there it is. All right, I have now relocated the stuff that I think is in the way. And my goal now is to, put it right on the side of this. Now I've got one on either way on a single structure. Actually, this isn't testing what I wanted to test. Hang on, I'm gonna take that back down. What I wanted to test was, could I put it on this side? I don't think I can. So instead, we're gonna put it on this side. Let me just double check one more time. Yeah, that's gonna collide. So I think the plan is we're gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna go up a level or two, and I'll put domes on it the other way. That's the new line of thinking. And then I can kind of go vertical, so to speak. So if I put that up there, we can just continue to reuse this one dome as our test subject. And then I can put one going this way, see? So now I can kind of stack as we go up. I was really hoping I could do that on the same level, though. That would have been even cooler if I could get that to form down below here. Maybe I'll try it one more time just to see if I was just messing it up or what's going on here. Oh, I can get it to go down here. Oh, look at that. Well, that's fascinating. I'm gonna rethink my entire base design now and maybe do everything in threes. That's what I'm currently wondering about. Well, aside from being in a very annoying place right now, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. How indeed. So, knowing that I can do that now, let's really think this through. I think we've got a plan. Let's pull some tree bark out just so we've got a little bit of excess in our inventory here. And I am going to actually deconstruct that biodome. We're going to add a living compartment on this way. I'm going to put I come out here and get rid of this. I wonder how many living compartments away I need to get for the width of a biodome. And I guess I can kind of see it here, right? So it'd be 1, let's just do it, 2, 3. That looks like it's about the same width as that biodome. And that would allow me to then place biodomes all the way around this, which is kind of my goal. So I want to be able to place one like that, one like that, and then I'll have to get the materials, but one on this side. And then we've got kind of a rule of threes almost for the base. And so I'm just kind of trying to look at this. This is one living compartment, two living compartments. Yeah, I could have moved this a little bit closer, probably. This is not the best place to do this, but hopefully you guys could see through my current rambling the goal here of having wings where I have 3 of each, because if I remember correctly, these things create a significant amount of, oxygen and energy, or plants. Not a lot of plants, but enough plants. The butterfly domes are going to be critical. I want to get wings going here, so I'm going to play around with this a little bit. You guys don't want to sit here and watch me struggle through a thought process, but we're going to be doing a base upgrade here. Maybe a little bit of this off camera between now and next episode so that we can optimize the base now that we're really starting to get into the later part of the game. It's going to be all about seeing those numbers tick up, which means more buildings and more bonuses. And we'll keep trucking on this stuff. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. Got a lot done. We unlocked a lot of new tech. We've got a lot of gardening and stuff going on now, and we've got our insects and our trees just going like crazy. We've got a veritable forest forming over here on the side of the base, which is awesome. And next time, hopefully, we'll be unlocking some new techs and continuing to expand on this base. Well, that's all for today. Keterk out.